from the GenCon floor for Japanime Games. And this time we're going to be taking a look at Cowboy Bebop. This is an officially a licensed game from Japanime Games. It's specifically called Cowboy Bebop Space Serenade, based off the anime, and it's pretty exciting. I'm very excited to play. I believe it's you're on a space adventure and you're trying to get to Vicious at the end, right? So this is Ed Rodriguez, and say hi. Ed is going to be the one teaching me how to play today, teaching you how to play. And hopefully, not like last time, we were just like, well, we died. Good job, everybody. We all died. So whenever you're ready, Ed.
Fortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen here.
Okay. What is the general overview of the game, I guess?
All right. Well, so this is Cowboy Bebop Space Serenade. It is at its core, it is a deck building game, but it's got a couple extra things in it that is gonna spice it up. Now, at its heart, it is a competitive game, although it does have some aspects of teamwork. I like to call it uh, begrudgingly cooperative.
Okay.
Because we're gonna be doing things on our own for ourselves, but we kind of sort of got to work together to get there. All right. So the main goal of the game, I think it's easier when people know what you're supposed to be trying to get to.
Yeah.
Is you're trying to be the player with the most victory points at the end of the game. It's called renown in this game. That's what these stars are. So you're going to be accruing points, and you hope to have the most by the end of the game.
Okay.
Well, how do you do that? The main thing is there's going to be these criminal cards on these planets, and we're space bounty hunters. So we're going to be going after them, and we're going to try to apprehend them. But let's back up a little bit. I did say that it is a deck building game. Do you play a lot of deck building games?
I just started to, yes.
Okay. Well, it's one of my favorite types of games to play, so it makes me love this game. So if you like deck building games, you're going to like this mechanically. And if you like Cowboy Bebop, you're going to love it even more. So you should absolutely have it. So like most deck building games, you're going to have a basic deck. Well, our decks are almost exactly the same, except we're going to have different icons, but they're functioning very similar.
This one is the jet black one.
Yep.
You got Ed.
And I'm playing Edward.
Okay. Spike and Fair here. We're just not playing them. It's totally fine.
Well, here's the thing. So when you're playing less than 4 players, all the characters are still in the game. So you still use the standees, which are really cool. And you're going to see why later.
All right.
So as a deck building game, you're going to have a basic deck of cards, and you're gonna be playing those cards, and you're going to be generating resources from them. Some of that resource is going to be coins called woolongs that look like this. You're going to be using that to purchase cards up here.
Right.
We have a randomized market, and so it's not set up in any way. It's just going to be 5 cards that are out there. There's 6 right there, so it should be 5.
Okay.
And when you buy a card from here, the cost of it is in the upper right-hand corner. So there's a 2, 4, 5. You spend that many woolongs. And by the way, when you play a card to get those woolongs, you only have that turn to use it. You can't save it from turn to turn.
Okay, all right.
But when you buy a card, it's gonna you just take it. It's gonna go into your discard pile wherever you choose that to be, and then a random card is gonna come out to replace it. I'm gonna put this back so I'm not cheating.
All right.
So that's how you buy the cards.
Deck, right?
Now, I did say that it goes into discard pile. Why do you want that? Well, because when your deck is empty and you need to draw cards, you're gonna take your discarded cards, you're gonna shuffle them up, and that becomes your deck.
To play them, right?
So that's how you're gonna cycle through your deck, and then your new cards are gonna come into play, and so on and so forth. What else can I tell you? Well, I did mention that you're trying to go after these criminals, and that's kind of the heart of the game. Besides the deck building, which you're going to be doing a lot of, your other focus is going after these criminals, because we're on the Bebop. That's what we want to do. Now, there are technically 4 spaces. There's the Bebop ship, where your characters could be. There's Earth, there's Mars, and then there's Ganymede.
That's so cool.
And you're going to be able to move around from place to place. It does cost fuel. That's what these green tokens are.
Okay.
And on your character board, you notice you have this fuel gauge.
Okay.
And you do start with 1 fuel. Okay. And when you play your cards, sometimes they will have the fuel icon.
The little green teardrop.
And when you play that, it's gonna keep track of it here. Now, fuel is the only resource that you're actually gonna keep from turn to turn.
Okay.
All the other resources, when you play them, you either use it at some point in that turn. You don't have to use it right away, but you have to use it during your turn. Otherwise, they go away. And so that's what fuel is, and it's mostly used for traveling from planet to planet. So if Edward wanted to move from the Bebop to Earth, it costs one fuel because that's where the gauge is on.
Okay.
You notice it looks like it's gonna move up, and I'll explain how that is there.
Oh no.
Now proximity doesn't matter. So
Okay.
if I'm over here on the Bebop, it doesn't cost me extra to go over here.
Got it.
We just
It's
look
all
at what
just
the cost
space,
is.
baby. Got
It's space.
it.
All right. What else? So now let's go into the real deal here. Capturing these criminals. Well, I mentioned first, you want to be able to travel there. You would spend the fuel because it's set at that.
For one.
And now I want to do something. So let's just say, for sake of argument, there's two piles here. What we want to do is reduce one of these piles to nothing. When one of those piles is depleted, that villain is captured.
Okay.
And I'll explain what some of those do. Now we notice that there's two piles, and it's like, well, what's the deal with that?
Yeah.
There's two different ways you can interact with the criminals.
Oh.
You can either go in there and fight them and punch them.
So
that's the easy way.
Violence, got it.
Or you can investigate them, but it's a little bit harder to do that.
Okay.
So here's what the procedure would be. So I would go in there, and maybe on my turn I played a card that has the resource, which is strength. And that's what it costs here. So these other numbers in the circles is just how many tokens we put on.
Okay.
And then this icon is how to get those off.
Okay.
So let's say I spend one strength to remove a token. The token goes onto my character board.
Oh, there's a little space for it too.
Yeah,
nice.
right there. So it doesn't slip and go anywhere. Right? And let's say maybe on my turn, that's all I got for strength. I don't have enough to take that last one. Like, oh well, bummer, but I did my best, and my turn moves on. And then let's say on your turn, you go and you realize one of your cards gives you strength.
Sure. Let's find one. Show. Gah! Come on. Where's all my strength? There we go. Here, this one. So I play this, for example.
So let's say you played that, and you're like, oh, I have enough to go there. So then you could move your character. You spending the fuel.
Does this give me this one too?
It would give it would give you a fuel.
Okay. Then
and then
it back.
You spend it to go there, and then you attack. Right, and it goes there. Now he's depleted.
Right.
Right. But I did skip something.
Okay.
Whenever you fight, no, that's okay. Leave it over there.
Okay.
Whenever you do a fight, because it's cheaper to do, you have to draw one of these wound tokens. So remember when I punched them in the face, I have to draw one of these wound tokens.
Okay, so then I get one too.
When you draw them, you read the red part, and it's going to tell you what to do with that card. Okay. So mine, for instance, said, put this card in my discard pile. So I would just put it wherever my discard pile is going to be. Okay. Yours might say something different.
Put this on top of your deck.
That one goes on top of your deck.
Okay.
We're going to reset in a minute before we get into that. I'm just doing the explanation. So that's why fighting is actually cheaper, because you're going to take these wound cards, and they don't really do anything for you. Just later you're going to draw them, and they're just going to not do anything.
There's sort of debuffs. Like this one says, you may pay 1 gas to remove this card, but it probably just fills up your deck, right?
It just fills your deck, but it has a built-in way to get rid of it later.
Yes, okay.
All right, so like I said, you can pay, for that one you can pay gas to get rid of it.
So if I play this on my turn, that means that I can't do anything and it just goes to you?
No, because you'll have a hand of 5 cards.
Oh,
so
5, okay.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Got it.
What else?
Then I get this guy?
And then this guy will come out. So whoever defeated him will score this many points. But unfortunately, the beginning guys are worth 0.
Okay, so I don't take anything.
And then anybody else that had tokens from there would score 1 point per token they had. So in this case, we would get 1 each. So guess what? Even though I didn't defeat them, I actually got some credit for
split the XP.
Working.
I like that.
Now, as they get more complicated, the criminals get more complicated, you're gonna see there might be some cases where it might be worth to just take tokens off and not even go after defeating them, depending how many they have. Now, so that's fighting them.
Got it.
You can investigate them instead, but it uses this white icon, which is investigation. And as you can see, it's more costly than just fighting.
Got it.
But the good thing is that when you spend that resource, there's no drawback. You just spend it, take the token, and no drawback, no drawing wounds.
Oh, okay.
And you can defeat them that way.
Got it. How do we get the investigation points?
They will show up on your cards as well.
Okay.
So, pull one over here. It's probably the bottom one.
Okay.
So, like you see this card here, when you play it, you would get 1 oolong and 1 investigation.
Okay, got it. So that's just from the cards.
Yeah.
So, but I would need 3 investigation to get this one.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
So that's pretty hard early in the game.
All right.
Now, a couple more steps. So after we defeat the criminal, and we score our points, that space is now suddenly empty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in most games, you would think, hey, we take the next one and just put it out, right? Because we
Right.
have this deck of more criminals.
Uh-huh.
But that's not exactly what happens. This part is kind of cool. You always draw two.
Okay.
So whenever they leave, we always draw two.
Uh-huh.
And you notice that each criminal has a location listed on them. So that's what we're going to look at on these two, and that's going to determine what we do next. So I look at the next one, and it says Mars. Well, there's someone already on Mars.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't replace that person, but instead he's going to increase the fuel gauge.
Oh no!
Which means now it's more costly to go there.
Okay, it's because it's more evil. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
or
great.
Maybe the planets are moving.
Yeah,
you're taking too
planets
long.
are moving. That's a good way to make it. Okay.
Now, in that manner, this is probably going to keep going up,
Mm-hmm.
on future turns. And you notice it can get to 3, and then there's like this rocket ship.
Mm-hmm.
If it ever goes past 3 onto the rocket ship, that means that criminal has escaped and leaves the solar system, and we remove them.
Okay.
Any tokens that we had been getting from them, we're going to lose. They're not going to be worth anything.
Got it.
Kind of like what happens on the show when they spend all this time chasing a guy and they get nothing out of it.
Right.
And then when that happens, in that case, this just would get reset there.
Does anything else bad happen to us by letting a villain get away?
Not really. All that's happening is just we're missing out on potential points.
Okay, so if we decide he's too hard to beat.
Yeah, like if it was costly, it's like, I don't know, it's too costly to go there. I forget him. Yeah, go.
So kind of the strat would be just focus on the small ones at the beginning, unless this person has like a good reward, like a higher than
definitely.
Okay.
And then so I was resolving that one card here, and then let's see the next one was Earth. So since Earth is empty, now we will get people in there. So it isn't entirely possible that we could, after defeating one, it stays empty, and then it'll get filled eventually. But
so
it
that
is
might
possible.
force us to spend all of our fuel and get.
Yeah, we might have to.
That's
and that often
really cool.
happens where one will stay empty and the other two are costly, and we're like scratching our heads how we're gonna get there.
That's awesome.
And then lastly, actually no, there's 2 more things.
Got it.
We have our big character board here, right, for our character. So you notice that they're themed of a different color. So Jet is a purple color and Edward is orange over here. In your color, you have these 2 special abilities here. Don't worry about the icons too much. I'll explain exactly what they are. Just know that you have 2 special abilities that you can do on your turn. They usually cost fuel, and you can do it anytime during your turn as long as you can spend fuel for it. And you can do it as many times as you can afford. Same thing with buying cards. You can buy as many cards as you can afford. Most things are like that in this game.
All right.
But if you're on a location with another character, so you're Jet and you're on my same location here, you notice we have our little pictures there. That means when you're on my same location, you have a special ability you can do, which is just a copy of one of mine. That's all it is. So it's a way to sort of do teamwork. And actually, speaking of teamwork, there's one thing I did forget when we were talking about, or did I mention this? That the cards have a teamwork icon.
Oh, you didn't mention this now.
So when you're playing a card, you get the resources. You have a special effect sometimes, and then sometimes they will have an icon of another character on the bottom. So this is an Edward card, but it has a Faye icon on the bottom. That means is on the turn that I play this Edward card, if I play a Faye card at any point on my turn, either before or after this card, I get this special effect. I only get the effect once, so I can't. If I play multiple Faye cards, I won't get it multiple times. It's just sort of a yes or no question. Am I, did I play a Faye card at all? Yeah. Okay, then I get the extra thing.
Okay.
So that's one of the sort of team aspects of it. And then the other one is if we're on the same location, we have just more options of what we can do.
Got it. Okay.
And then the last thing is, people are probably wondering, well, how the heck does the game end? Well, mixed in here on one of the last 4 cards is the main villain of the game, Vicious.
Yay!
Right? He has a criminal card just like these, and when we draw it, the game sort of switches a little bit. To me, it feels like it becomes almost like cooperative game, because all the rest of the game we've been chasing after these guys, trying to pull things and sort of doing our own thing. But when Vicious comes out, he's gonna have big stacks of tokens on his card. His card is in there, so I can't show you just yet. I'll leave it as a surprise.
All right.
But he's gonna have these big stacks, so much that we're not gonna be able to do it on our own. So we're gonna kind of have to pick at him. And unlike these guys who stay on a planet, he's gonna be moving around. So we gotta spend fuel, chase him around, things like that. Now, by that point of the game, we'll have gone through all these cards, right? Because they've been drawn out and everything like that. We're going to take all those discarded ones, we're going to shuffle them together. Remember how they have locations? They're going to become a movement deck to determine how he's going to move around.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And here's the thing. if we run out of cards in that movement deck, we're
Uh-huh.
gonna get one more turn, and if we don't defeat him by the end of that turn,
Uh-huh.
he escapes from the game, and
No.
then the game ends.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
So if we defeat him, we
Uh-huh.
defeat him like any other criminal. We get tokens, and if we defeat him, we get victory points for it.
Right.
But the game also ends. So he's the end of the game. So
Right.
whether we defeat him or he escapes, the game ends.
Yeah.
And in either case, we're gonna total up our victory points.
Okay.
And whoever has the most points wins.
And there's nothing weird, a weird secret way to get victory points at the end. Like whoever spent the most fuel gets the most victory points. There's no hidden agenda.
No,
victory
no,
points.
no.
Okay. I always like to know in advance because that's how I always lose a game.
Yeah. Like, oh, by the way, there's a rule
By
I
the
forgot to tell you
way,
about.
yeah, it's a broken mechanic for some other games I play.
All right, so
Let's reset.
let's do a slight reset, and then we
Okay.
can actually start.
Awesome. What did I already put that one back? The
So although the game kind of just says, pick a random order to go, I usually like to go in the order that the characters appeared in the show. Well, Jet appeared before Edward, so I would
Sure.
say you take the first.
Okay,
turn.
that's awesome. Let me make sure did I get rid of this? This was
That should be yours as well.
this
Yes.
one's mine, and then did I put away that damage card? I think I did.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, if we draw it, we'll get rid of
Yeah, I'll
it.
put it on the bottom of the price.
Actually, that's what happens whenever you
One,
get rid
two,
of
three, four,
these cards. They do go to the bottom. So this doesn't.
Bottom.
This
Okay.
doesn't actually run out.
Let me look at all of these things that I can buy so that I know what to save up for. Other players will be able to use this card. Whoa. Look at the top of the card. Okay. And then you may remove one card from your hand. Alright. So I take 5, correct?
Yes. 5 card hands.
2, 3,
And
4.
you can't save cards from turn to turn, so you might as well spend them all.
Okay.
And the order doesn't really matter except for if there's a special ability on the card.
Okay.
Actually, there's that wound card that we'll talk about. So you draw one. Go ahead and draw one
I
more.
found it. I found them.
Or did it find you?
Oh, okay. I have 3 of these. For a few oolongs, which gives me 1 gold each. So I have 3 gold here from this. I have a Just a Hunch card, which has 1 gold and 1 Tucky point, and then 2 fuel.
So what I usually like to do is I usually like to deal with the fuel first.
Okay,
So I go put it, and then now that's taken care of.
Okay, and I can kind of just.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's technically not discarded, but it's used.
Okay.
And then you pretty much know you're not gonna be able to use that unless you find a way to generate it. Although there kind of is. If you're on the same, well, we should be on the beat.
Okay.
If you're on the same space as me, you can spend 3 fuel to create 1 investigation.
Interesting.
However, you only have 3 right now,
So what can
and
you
it's
give
gonna cost. It would use it all, and you won't have enough to move.
Got it. Okay.
So
what I should be
maybe not
doing.
really option. But you
is-
do have 4 Wulongs to
Yes.
buy a card.
That's a lot of cash. So I feel like I should use my money in this case and save up my fuel till next time. I think. Right? Yeah, maybe. Well, let's buy something first. I kind of like this one, giving a lift. You may move another character for free. So that's 2 oolongs. Oolongs. And then
Oh, I should draw my hand.
2 more left. So, okay, I can't buy any more. Do I put 1 more card out now that I've taken 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it immediately goes. And in fact, if you happen to have a lot, you can go to put it.
Okay.
If you happen to have a lot of Wulongs, you can buy a card, wait to see what comes out, and
Keep buying that one?
and then buy another one.
Okay. Well, I have 2 left, and everything else is too expensive for me. I can't save it, so I think that's the end of my
Yeah.
turn.
So
Okay.
any card you don't play, or everything that you played and you didn't play gets discarded.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
And
then
so go ahead and
I'll
put
go
these
on top
discard,
of what I
and
just
you're gonna
bought.
draw 5 cards.
Got it. Okay. 1, 2.
And then I'll go on my turn. Now, so this is interesting. So remember what I don't know if I said it off screen, but even when we're playing less than 4 players like we are now, all the characters are actually still in the game because remember, if we're on the same location, we can do stuff.
Okay.
Now, that's where a card like this comes into play. So one of the beginner cards is Let's Jam. It's going to give me 1 Wulong, and it says I may move 1 non-player character for free.
Oh, okay.
So I can choose one of these guys and move them, probably moving them to a place that I think I might go just to have their ability available. But I'm not sure what I'm doing with that yet.
Okay. Yeah, the card I picked up is move another character for free, so that's only you. Is that correct? So only Edward. So it doesn't say non-player on it?
Yeah, this one says any character,
Yeah.
or it says move a character, so that would affect anybody, even me. You can move me with that.
Oh, okay,
which
got
I
it.
wouldn't like, but
Oh, and yours is specifically non, so it includes everybody.
yeah. So
Okay.
you can imagine in a full 4-player game, this
Mhm.
actually doesn't do much, but it's more for like when you're playing for less. So
Okay.
that's the easiest
Great.
one. All right. So well, where am I thinking of going? I'm gonna go actually. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the Let's Jam,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna move someone. I'm actually gonna go ahead and move. Probably doesn't matter. I'll move Faye just in case. I'm gonna move Faye to Earth there,
Okay.
and
Do you have to pick either the action of the card or the gold, or can you do both?
no, you get all of it.
Okay,
Everything
all of
that the card does, you get all of it.
Okay.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 to buy with, and I have fuel and strength rather.
Okay.
So I'll get my strength there, and
That
let
was
me
your
see
fuel,
what I'm gonna buy. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have fuel and then I have strength there. Let me see. I have 4 to buy with. Oh, by the way, you don't have to be anywhere in particular to buy cards.
Okay.
You can be
Buy
anywhere you
anywhere.
want, and you can do stuff in whatever order you want.
Okay, awesome.
So if you want to fight first or buy cards, anything like that. So what did I say? I had 4. So I think I want. Even though I have 4, I think I'm gonna buy this 3-cost card
Okay.
because on the bottom it triggers off of the Edward cards, which
Okay.
I have some in my deck already.
Awesome.
So I think I'm gonna buy this, and this will go into my discard pile right here.
And then if you decide if you pull it,
and then one more comes out, and unless it costs 1, I'm not gonna be able to buy anything. I don't think anything costs 1. I think they range from 2 to 7.
Yeah, it's a 5.
By the way, I just remembered we don't do this very often, but there is an ability we can do here. We can spend 2 fuel to take all of these cards and scrap them from the game and get 5 new ones.
Okay, great.
So if they're too expensive or if
No
you
one
see
likes
something
them,
that I may want, you may want to get
Oh,
rid of
okay.
it.
Ooh.
All right.
Burn that fuel.
So I still have one Wulong left over, but can't do anything with it. I got my fuel. I am actually going to spend that fuel 1, and I'm going to go over here to Earth. And I'm going to go ahead and spank this guy. So I get a token there. But I do have to draw one of these and put this card in my discard pile. It's just a scratch.
Okay.
And that is pretty much all I can do. If I wanted to, I could spend another few to go again. You're not limited to just move once per turn. You can move as much as you're willing to pay.
Okay.
But I'm just going to hang out there on Earth, and that's the end of my turn. And you can go ahead, and I'm going to draw my next 5 cards.
Okay, so I'm going to first... okay, get 1 fuel from this Might Work card. So I'm out of 4. I'm going to try to decide where to go now that I have 4 fuel. I'm going to move my Jet Friendo over to... I'm going to Ganymede. Seems like a cool place. I'm going to use my...
Now you do have to spend on 1 fuel, even though I know you're getting 1.
Okay. Thank you. And then I'm going to use my this one here to move 1 non-player character for free.
Okay.
And that's going to be... who do I want? I want 1, 2, 3, 4... actually, I don't think I need her.
Well, before you make your decision,
Okay.
I did remember there's something I did actually neglect to talk about. I did say we have special abilities. I didn't say what they were. So let's go over that real quick.
Yeah.
So we'll go over yours real quick.
Okay.
So Jet's special ability, he can spend 2 fuel, and he can take 2 wound cards from his hand and or discard pile and just remove them.
Oh, that's really
So
good.
he can ignore their cost and just do it his own way.
Uh-huh.
And this is an awesome ability here. He can spend 5 fuel, and he gets 1 strength that he has to use immediately. So you do it when you're about to attack, but then he doesn't draw a wound card for that attack.
Oh,
which
that's
is really
very
strong.
good. Yeah.
All right. My 2 special abilities are I can spend 3 fuel to create an investigation token, or I can spend 6 fuel to get a card from my discard pile and put it back into my hand.
Okay, awesome.
All right. And then we have Spike's ability that either one of us can do if we're with him is he can spend 3 fuel to draw a card, and if he doesn't like the card he drew, you can discard it and draw another one.
From here?
No, from your
from
deck.
my deck. Okay.
Yeah. But drawing this card you can only do once.
Okay.
All right. Faye's ability that we have access to is we can spend 2 fuel to count as 1 Wulong towards purchasing.
Wulong, yeah.
But we can't save that. Remember, we use it on the turn that we make it. And then you also have Edward's ability here, spend 3 fuel to generate 1 investigation token.
Okay, then you can use my Spike's ability as well to do 2 fuel for 2 wounds. Okay, so you get the side of my thing here. Okie
So
dokie.
now going, so that might influence if you're moving somebody, that might influence how you want to do it.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna reread these real quick 'cause I forgot it says. This player, matching your character from look at the top card of your deck and you remove this card. I feel like I'd like to get some more. Not really sure how my character is stacked, but it's more power or more investigation points that I have. Or are they all the same?
They're all mostly the same, so
Okay.
you can kind of craft them the way you want. Now, your special abilities kind of give a hint towards it. So his things are based around wounds. So maybe going full strength with him is not too bad of an idea. Because you have ways to get rid of
them.
wounds.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
And when you have enough fuel, you can just fight and not even take wounds.
Okay. Okay. I think we're pretty early in the game, so I'm gonna use this ability to move one non-player character to move Faye to me, so I can get a little more money to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Wulongs to buy this card, and so I can have 3 more money in my deck, which I think is kind of cool.
Now that would cost you 2 fuel to use her ability there.
Right. So that's 1, 2. Okay. I'm really bad at marking what I spent apparently. Okay. And now I still have from all of this. I did everything here. I did that one. So I still have 1 punchy, and since I'm already here, I'll punch. So I'm gonna punch this little guy, Baker Panchorero. It's really cute because these guys are all obviously in the anime, so just seeing this is like so nostalgic, and obviously like the Big Shot show is so dumb. It's so dumb. I love it.
And they have it set up almost like a little TV.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Oh my gosh, you're right. How cute! There's little knobs.
Yeah.
Okay. I think is that my entire turn?
I think that's your turn.
Okay. And I didn't take it.
Did you mark the fuel that you got from there?
I did. Yeah, at the beginning.
Okay. All right.
Because I put it on and spent it in here. So the new card that came is Relentless Chase. It is 2 gold and 1 punch.
So now you would draw 5 cards, but since you don't have a deck, you take your discard and shuffle it, and that'll be it.
Right.
And while you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and take my turn.
Right.
So let's see what we got. Oh, I drew my wound card from before. It's just a scratch, and its ability is remove this card. So I'm just gonna go ahead.
I should get a wound right from
you
punching.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't. So I'm gonna mix that in now.
All right.
Forget.
But unfortunately, I now have only a 4-card hand. Let's see here. Well, I play just a hunch, gives me a Wulong and an investigation, and 1, 2, 3 more Wulongs. 4 Wulongs total, actually. You know what? Actually, I will take this card. How about that? It gives me 1 investigation when I play it, and I may remove 1 card from my hand or your discard pile. Remove means we remove that card completely from the game.
Oh, okay.
And if people are not familiar with deck builders, that's actually a good thing, because your beginner cards are generally weaker than the ones that you purchased. So by getting rid of like maybe your weaker cards, you start playing your better cards more often.
Okay.
And the thinner your deck is, the more consistent it's gonna be.
Okay.
So yeah, I like that. I may not get to use this Fate ability that much because I don't have any Fate cards, but maybe I can fix that later.
Yeah.
So that'll go into my discard pile.
So it only activates when you have another Fate card in your hands, right? Is that what it is?
You played. I played it on that same turn.
Got it. Okay.
Now I do have 1 investigation, but I don't have enough to do anything else. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to just end my turn there, and I'm not going to move anywhere. So that'll be it, and I'll draw 5 cards. I only have 1 left in my deck, so I'm going to draw that 1, and then shuffle this, and then draw the remaining 4.
Awesome. And there should be 5 here, right?
There should be 5.
Okay, so let's look. The new card is, I'll take care of this. You may move up to 2 characters for free. Oh, this was better than the one I bought.
Shuffling everybody around.
Okay, whoopsies. So first I'm gonna take care of my fuel. I get 1, 2, 3 fuel. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna stay where I am right now. Put this down. I'm gonna. I can move another character for free if I want to, and I can move 1 non-player character for free. So let's see if I want to do that. I don't think I need. I think I'm gonna hoard my gas. Well, I want to guess. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and punchy first before I do anything. So that's gonna take this away, and it's gonna give me a wound into my discard pile.
Well, you read what it says. It'll tell you where it goes.
Oh, right. Put this card in your discard pile.
Well, you're right.
It says remove this card.
That's when you eventually play it later.
Oh, I see,
When
I
you
see.
draw
It's
it
a
later,
one-time
you
wound.
do that. Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of nice. It's kind of a nice wound. And then
It's just a scratch.
just a scratch. It's little. It's a little one. Probably the best wound you can get. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 golds. Is there any good 4 gold cards? I'm gonna go ahead and do 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 do. Are any of these really good? Purchase 1 card. I guess it'd be nice to get more punchies in my deck, so I'll buy this one. So that's 1, 2, all of my gold. And that was my discard. And then I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna. I already did my punchy. That's what it's called, right? I did my hit. I did my violence.
It is now.
And I don't think I'm gonna move any other characters because I wouldn't really benefit me right now. Okay, that's it.
All right. So go to my turn,
Yeah.
and let's see. Well, I play a little fuel. That'll give me 2 fuel that I've been desperately needing. And the rest is Wulong. 1, 2, 3, 4 Wulongs. We do need to replace this one
right,
here.
right.
And oh, that's kind of interesting. That one that we just drew.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think I want to take that one. Let me take over. You may remove this card. Oh, this is really good too. So I'm looking at this hack into it or this what is that? Dot data. Money or no? I actually think I'm gonna go ahead and go with hack into it. Uh, even though I don't have any blue cards, but I think its ability is going to benefit me. So that'll go into my. I keep moving things around.
Okay.
That's my discard pile.
Put a new one up.
That was 4, and I got my fuel, and I didn't have anything else. That's my turn.
Okay. I have.
Actually, hold on.
Oh yeah.
Did I
Did you
generate?
punch?
No, I didn't. So it's fine. That's my turn.
So I got just a scratch. It says remove this card.
Yep.
So
So it'll go to the bottom.
the bottom. Okay. Whoop. And then I'm going. So all I drew were gold this time.
Yep.
So I've got 4 golds. I could buy basically anything I wanted except for the 5. I think I'm gonna. I feel like I like this Edward card, but I also like this one. I'm gonna pay. So I seem to have a lot of gold going on. So actually, I'm gonna buy this one.
That seems
For
quite
4?
interesting. Yes.
And then I'm gonna. That's my turn. I have no punching, no fuel. So
Yeah,
I'm all done.
I've been kind of anemic in that area
Yeah.
myself.
3.
All right. I didn't even look at my cards here.
This is fun though. It's like certainly like it's gonna start slow because we have a lot of cards, and then suddenly we're gonna have like a bunch.
Well, yeah. So I'm gonna play this. How about that? Gives me 1 investigation. I may remove 1 card from my hand or my discard pile. I'm gonna pick my discard pile.
Okay.
And I think I'm just gonna discard or remove. I'm gonna remove one of these Wulong cards.
Okay.
So that's gonna be removed from the game. And it gives me 1 investigation. And if I happen to play a fake card on my turn, I'll get more, but I don't have any.
Got it.
So this gives me a fuel, putting me at 4. Actually, I realized I could have done something last turn, but I'll do it this turn. Actually, I couldn't have. All right. I have 3 Wulongs. Is there anything I want to buy? Actually, yes. I'm gonna spend the 3 Wulong to buy this. Got data. So that'll go into my discard pile, and we're gonna go ahead and replace that. So I spend these 3.
Alright.
I could also move 1 character for few. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not thinking that far ahead. I did get my fuel, and I have 1 punchy. So here's something interesting. I have a couple options here, and I could use my punch to take this last one off here,
Right.
but then I take a wound. But I do have an investigation, and I can use my Edward special ability to generate one to get it off here. But I couldn't do both because an interesting strategy would be to shave off a little off each power just to get more points.
Oh.
But I couldn't do that here because as soon as I take 1 off, it's going to be depleted and it's going to end it.
Oh.
I don't want to take a wound, so I think I am actually just going to spend the 3 fuel, putting me down to 1 from 4. And that's going to generate 1 investigation token. Plus this other one, I'll take this last one here.
Okay.
All right. And then this has been used up, but since this is empty now. I
Yes.
score 0 points for that, and
Right.
then anyone that has Earth tokens will score points. This gets discarded,
Okay.
and I'm the only one that has Earth tokens, so I'll score 2 points for that.
Wow.
And it's straight up, 1 for 1, so I get 2 points there.
Amazing.
And
Now
it
we
goes
do
there.
this guy.
Now we're gonna draw 2.
More villains. More villains.
2,
That's awesome.
and then so Earth. So now there's a new villain that's gonna go to Earth. That's Hudai Tatsu. And then this other one is probably gonna increase fuel somewhere. Mars. So Mars is increased by 1.
No.
And then this one that we drew gets discarded. And yeah, we'll
Okay, so
set this
1,
up.
2, 3, 4, 5. It's a very powerful man.
Yes.
And then 5 of these talky ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the max.
There you go.
It can be. Wow.
Alright. And I did end my turn, so it goes back over to you.
Okay, so I get 3 fuel. I'm just swimming in fuel over here. 1, 2, 3, and I max out at 10, right? I can't get more fuel than that.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So that's something to keep in mind.
Incredible. I'm going to go ahead and. Oh, interesting. So I've got 3 golds. Unless I decide to use phase ability to use fuel for 1 more gold. Wait, sorry. I actually 3, 4, 5 gold.
I should keep that in mind.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my 5. No, I don't want that. How many fake cards do I have? Probably 0. Maybe I should buy a fake card. So I'm gonna use this to buy. No. Okay, I'm going to remove 1 card from your hand. I'm gonna pick this card. So that's 4 of my golds.
But what if I don't want you to take that card?
What? It's too late. I only have 1 gold left, which I can't do anything about unless that's very good. That one is each of the other players must discard. That kind of helps everyone. I'm not really down with that life, so so this was 4. I have 1. I could get more. I'm really hoarding fuel right now. But let me go ahead and resolve this. I'm going to use 1 of my. Oh no, it needs 2. Okay, I'm going to use. Sorry, I'm like, oh, I have so many things I can do. Okay. I'm going to use 1 of my punchies to take this guy out. So, that goes to my thing. Woo! He goes away. I get 3 victory points.
Yes, I
Okay.
hadn't had a chance to go with that.
Yeah. Set that down.
We're going to resolve this real quick.
Yes. Get 2 more.
So the first one is Earth gets more expensive.
Okay.
And Mars gets more expensive.
Oh no, Mars! What have we done?
It's at 3.
Okay.
So now this is blank.
Blank.
And by the way, did we skip this before? I think we might have. I think I'm supposed to be here from when I click. When I defeated Bennett, you automatically get sent back there.
Oh,
it's
everybody?
like the end of the episode. So you defeat the villain and we go back over, but it doesn't cost you anything.
All right. So everybody goes back. Good
So
to
yeah,
know.
we might have skipped that before, but I think we're okay now.
Okay, so when I end my turn, now that I'm back on the plane with everybody, that means, or on Bebop with everybody, that means I can use anyone's ability if I decide to, right?
Yeah.
So if I wanted to pick up 1 from here and add to my hand, I could do that. I could get 1 gold. I can get 1 talking. I might, just for funsies, I'm going to go ahead and use Spike's ability. So 1, 2, 3, and take the top one from here. Just to do it, because I've got a lot of gas.
Try it out.
Okay, that actually gives me 3 gold total. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and buy this one. So I was thinking about it anyway.
All right.
Now I have a fake card. So that worked. It was actually a really good hand for me. Yay. And the new one is a 4. Okay.
Alrighty. Let's see. Well, one of the cards I drew was this Just a Scratch, and its ability is remove this card, so at least I can get rid of that. But it costed me a draw.
I forgot I didn't take a wound that time.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this, although it means I don't have a lot of money. So I'm gonna play this to get 2 fuel. 1, 2. I'm gonna play another one. Gives me 1 more fuel and 1 coin. And because I played a Edward card, I may remove 1 card from my hand. I actually think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just use it to remove this card, even though I could use it, but it has to be from my hand, that ability. So I'm just gonna forego playing it to get rid of it,
Okay.
and then I'll play this last one here, and I have 2 coins and one one investigation. Um, I can move. Oh, and there's nobody here, so there's nowhere I
Right.
can go for one
Right.
and still do investigation,
Right.
which is not awesome. Um,
We went wild on
so
Mars.
maybe I can use I can use phase ability. It's 2 for 1, right? That will put me to 4.
Yeah. So go wherever you want.
You know what? I do. You're probably not gonna like this because I know I have a card that combos with the blue spike cards. So I'm going to, if I'm calculating this right, I'm with Faye. So I'm gonna spend 2 fuel to get a gold and 2 more fuel to get another gold.
Okay.
Plus these 2 making me 4. And I'm gonna buy this stealth mission.
Oh boy.
That'll go into my discard pile, and that's the one that makes everybody discard a card of their choice. So yeah, that's a thing. And that's it. I think I've done everything I can do on my turn. I'll end it, and it'll go back to you.
Okay, so starting my turn, I get 2 fuel. I'm just swinging fuel over here. I have a Justice Scratch card, so remove this card from your pile. Down here, bottom. And then I have 3 gold I can spend, and I can also move 1 non-player character for free. So I think I'm gonna spend 2 fuel. 1, 2. I'm gonna go hang out here. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move Faye with me. I'm gonna spend I'm gonna spend 2 fuel to get 1 gold. 1, 2. And then I'm gonna get so 4 gold total, so I can buy. Boop, boop, boop. Which one's the best one? I feel like it's this one. So I want to punch more, and I've got Faye with me, which is great.
Yeah, you have at least 1 card of hers.
I have 1 card of her. Do you have another?
At least.
I think so. Yeah.
I know you got 1 for sure. I don't remember if those.
Yeah, I think I have a spike one and a Faye one. So do that, and I believe that's everything. So use all my golds. I didn't get any punchies, right? Okay, that's it.
Alright. And we'll go ahead and replace this one here. Alright, go to my turn. So I'm gonna have sort of a sneaky turn, I think.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play got data. It's gonna give me 2 oolongs, and if I have 2 or less fuel, I may move for free. Well, I'm at 0. So I'm gonna go ahead and move for free. So I'm gonna just move myself to the most expensive place.
Okay.
Normally. And then I'm going to play a Edward card called Hat into it. And because I played an Edward card, I combos with this one before, so it's going to give me 1 investigate, and this one gives me investigate and another Wulong. I may look at the top card of my deck, and I may remove that card. So it is for a few Wulongs is on top of my deck, so I'm actually going to remove that from this ability. Now don't have a spike card, so I can't do a combo there. So I'm gonna play the rest of these out.
Okay.
And this is gonna give me 1 fuel. And 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 to buy with. That's kind of neat.
Getting rich now. Woo!
Neat. There's a big 5 here. Do I want that?
2 gold and 1 punch, and move 2 characters for free. That's pretty good.
Move up to 2 characters for free. I don't know that works with how I'm trying to build my deck here. Okay. So instead, I'm gonna take. I'm scared to take this card, but actually it's optional. So I'm gonna take this. I finally remember. It will give me investigation. Spoiler warning: I'm building a lot of investigation, and it also combos with my Edward cards to remove cards. So I bought that for 3. I technically have 2 more.
So,
but not. Oh, actually, this costs 2.
Yeah.
Look into my eyes. That's investigation. I am actually going to buy that for 2.
So now there's 2 new cards up on deck.
All right. And then, you know what? I'm going to get silly here. I'm going to use this the strength icon here, the punchy, to punch Mao here.
Punch and Mao.
Give me a
It's
token.
just a businessman.
I do
Trying to
take
make a
I do
living.
take a wound.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's a close one. Remove this card immediately.
What?
I got
Oh,
lucky.
it's such a kind wound deck. Like, this is like the opposite of when I was playing Tokyo Sidekick yesterday, and every wound kept completely screwing up our decks.
I also have 2 investigation token points here, so I'm gonna spend them here to investigate Mao after I punch them in the face.
Got it, got it.
And that is my turn.
Incredible.
So I felt like that was a good turn.
That was a good turn. Okay, I immediately get 2 fuel. Boop, boop. From this card. I've got so much, I'm rolling around in gold. I'm going to just get wild. I'm going to pay the 2 gas to get 1 card. 1, 2, because I just feel like, you know, maybe something cool will happen. Wow. Okay. So, did I do all the things? I did all the things. Now I have left over 1 punch, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gold that I can spend. So I should probably buy something. I'm gonna use this 7, sorry, not oolong, not gold, to buy, that's pretty, no, I'll get this one because it pairs with mine. So that's 3 of my gold. 1, 2, 3. Still have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So we'll see what's gonna come up here. Maybe it's good. Look at the top card of your deck. You may discard it, which is the same as this plane of action. Really, I don't like having doubles out here. You may put this card. Other players reveal their hands and discard all cards matching your character, then draw that many cards. Remove all cards matching your character in part scenario. There's only 1 spike card out. I mean, I'll get this one. I'll get plane of action. Again. So that takes 1 out. So that's 3. Is that super good? That's alright. I'm gonna go ahead and use my punching ability to do a hit, to do a crime. I have 1 investigation, but that's not enough to do anything. And I think that's my turn. Oh, and I take a wound. Right. Okay. Immediately lose immediately lose 1 fuel, then remove this card. Okay. Good lord. Or wait, do I play this now or do I? Yeah, I play this now.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. I have things to do. I'm going to play a little fuel, which will give me 2 fuel, putting me at 3. Oh, actually, this is quite important. I'm going to play Let's Jam. I may move 1 non-player character for free. I'm going to move Faye to my location, so she doesn't have to spend the fuel. Being nice. That gives me a Wulong. I'll play this for just to get a Wulong. I'll play. How about that for an investigation? And I may remove 1 card from your hand or your discard pile. That's actually not what I would. I'm actually not gonna do that. But I'm gonna play this last one here. Hack into it. Look at the top card of my deck, and I may remove that card. I'm going to keep that card.
Okay.
All right. So I generated 3 Wulongs and 2 investigations. So with the 3 Wulongs. Plus, because the reason I move Faye there is I'm going to spend 2 fuel to use Faye ability to get 1 plus my 3, that's 4. I'm actually going to take this unexpected find card. Okay. So that'll go there. And with my last 2 investigation there, I'm going to investigate Mao here, taking a token off of him. And I have captured it.
Yay!
So let's go ahead and resolve that. So I get 0 points, and then anyone that has Mars token scores points. It looks like it's only me, so I will score 3.
We're cleaning up. I don't have nearly as many victory points as you do.
There's a 3 there.
Or sorry, renown.
And then, no, I'm not done resolving this. So he goes away, and then we're gonna draw 2. The episode ends, right? So we all get sent back over here.
Okay.
Let's draw 2 and resolve them. There's an Earth card, so Earth goes up to 3. And lastly is
does this
Ganymede.
Reset or no?
Yes, this does reset.
Okay.
And then we got a new villain on Ganymede.
Hey.
But guess what? He does something very not fun. This icon here means that he's gonna take. Oh, we should have reset this.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna take this whole roll, and he's gonna scrap it.
Okay, that's actually kind of good. Maybe.
Maybe. And make 5 new ones.
Okay, awesome. That's good. There's a lot of repeats in there. All right,
So
brand
hopefully
new.
good. All right, and then let's go ahead and put the tokens in. Otherwise, I'm done with my turn. So you can go ahead while I set up
Okay,
this
so I
guy here.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fuel, which is a ton. So now I'm at 7. Woohoo! I have 1 punch available to me. I have 1 investigation, and I've got 1 gold. But I'm gonna actually, you can maybe remove 1 card from your hand or your discard pile. I'm gonna remove one of these that's eating up my steez. This one for a few woolongs, which is a lot of them. This goes away. I'll put it over here. So
Yeah, I'll be putting it there.
okay. And then, is this my hand? Yeah. I can move 1 non-character player for free if I wanted to. Let's see if there's any cards I want to buy, actually, now that we're doing this. You may take 1 card from the purchasing area worth 3 or less and put it in your discard pile. Oh, that's good. But I don't have 5 gold. I have 1 gold. Potentially I have 1 gold. Um, nothing amazing. The friendly advice one is kind of okay, but I think I need more fake cards. So I might actually do this. I'm gonna move Faye to me. I'm gonna spend 2 fuel to get 1 gold, and then do it again to get 1 more gold. And then I can. Oh wait, sorry. Do that once. I only need 2 gold, so I can buy this. Or sorry, this is my discard. This goes here. Anything cool? No. Okay. It's a very good card though. It's 3 fuel and 1 punching.
That is nice.
Yeah. And then I think the last thing I can do is punch. I punch the moon. Woo! And then I take a wound. All right. That's me.
All right. I do know Edward cards this turn.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So this one just gives me a Wulong and an investigation, a fuel and a Wulong. I'll mark that. 2 more Wulongs, and if I have 2 or less, I may move for free. I should actually play that first. Oh no, I do. I'm at 2, so I can move for free.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I want to go? Decisions here. I actually think I'm gonna go ahead and fly over to. You're working on the Earth person, huh? So I'm actually gonna go fly over to Earth because I can move for free because of that.
Yay, teamwork.
And I get 2 more fuel and a punchy.
Mm-hmm.
And this gives me Warlongs. Oh, each of the other players must discard 1 card of their choice. Sorry.
In my hand,
it's a stealth mission, yeah. 1 card from your hand goes into your discard. So the one you want the least. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I have 2, 3, 4, 5 Wulongs. I'm gonna use Faye's ability that I'm with. So spending 2 fuel to putting me to 6 Wulongs. I'm gonna buy this secret mail card. It gives me 2 fuel and 2 investigate, which is nice. So that'll go into my discard. And then I have only 1 investigate and 1 punchy. I'm actually gonna do the punchy.
Okay.
And
Edward punches for the first time in this series.
And well, we had this in there, which doesn't belong in there. So I'll draw a different. Oh, somebody mixed in.
Huh? Oh.
Who did that? Was that you?
I don't know.
Probably prior players. All right.
Yeah.
Immediately lose 1 fuel. So look at this, and I had a collision.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately lose 1 fuel, but then I removed this card, so I'm not gonna draw it again later. But it did take away 1 of my fuel, which kind of not so fun. But otherwise, I'm done with my turn.
Okay, amazing. So I get 2 fuel now. Boop, boop. I'm at 7. Doing real great with fuel. I can move another character for free if I really want to. I feel like everyone's here at this party, and I don't need to do that. I have 3, 4, 5, 6 gold happening here. Let's see what's out here if I want to buy any of these. So for 6 gold, I could right out buy this airstrike one, which is pretty good. This one is pretty good because you can take 1 card in the purchase area worth 3 or less for free. I really like these 2. So I'm gonna buy, I think, gonna, I'm gonna buy this one. Put it here. See what's out here. I've got 1 gold left. Okay. It's fine. Don't need that one. And then I'm going to. Guess I could spend gas. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 6. That's a lot of gas. Never mind. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm done. Whoosh. Cannot do anything else.
All right. Let's see here. So I'm gonna play I Finally Remember, giving me a Wulong and Investigate.
Mm-hmm.
This might work. Gives me a fuel and a fight. Look at my eyes, another say, and because I played a Fey card, it gives me 2 fuel. Actually, hold on, I missed something. Because I played this Edward card after this event, I can remove 1 card from my hand. I'm actually gonna do that. There's a few more Wulongs.
Okay.
And then my last card is just a hunch. So I have 3 investigate.
Wow.
Nice, which
You can
a little
investigate the
overkill.
hell out of this
But I only
person.
have 2 to purchase with, and I don't think there's anything. I don't have fuel. I actually could use Faye's ability.
Oh yeah, and get some money, some Wulongs.
Do I want friendly advice? No. Do I want another I Finally Remember? Maybe. I don't need its second ability so much. Actually, I might do that. Because I'm already where I need to be, so I'm gonna spend 2 fuel. Give me a Wulong, 2 more Wulongs, so 3 Wulongs, and I'm gonna get I Finally Remember.
Okay.
Into my discard pile.
Here's the new one.
And then I'm gonna use the Punchy to punch him for 1, and then I'm gonna use my Investigate to. Well, let me draw this for the Punchy.
Right.
Put this card on top of my deck.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my 2 of my Investigate to investigate a token there. That seems like an almost impossible pile to get through.
I know, right? Okay.
We'll see. And that should be my turn.
Amazing. So I'm getting like a million fuel, so that'll be more than my gauge. So before I add my fuel, I'm gonna actually activate Edward's ability. So I'm gonna use 3. 1, 2, 3. To get 1 investigate, I'm gonna use this investigate. So that's 2. So I'm gonna actually get 1 of these, which is nice.
Very nice.
Then I'm going to. It says I can remove 1 hand and put it in my discard pile. Actually, man, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to use this ability to discard 1 card to draw 1 card. Actually, hold on, before I do that, there's a lot happening. I'm gonna add my fuel that I got. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure the things I have to resolve are this. I could do this. And this. Okay. Since I may discard 1 card to draw 1 card. When it says discard, let's put it here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when it says may, it's optional.
And it's after. Can I do that after I've already used the ability or before? So like I've already gotten this gas. Can I discard it now or no?
No, because if you're discarding, it's discarding from the hand.
Right.
So you would discard.
I would not
the
get
card
this
you discard.
ability.
You don't get to play the card you
Got
discarded.
it. Okay. So I think I'm not gonna do that then. I'm gonna keep everything that I have. So I already kind of like having a ton of gas.
Yes.
It's really nice. I get 2 punchies now. But do I want to? It's like I have 2 punches to waste. Oh, it's fine. We end it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that benefits you more than it benefits me to end.
Yeah, so I get 1 victory point to end it.
Plus, so you
Plus-
get 5,
Oh wait.
and
1.
I got only 3 for that.
Sweet.
I got something.
So 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, I'll just do 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm rich. Okay, now we all end the scenario.
Yep, go back.
Go back to 1 fuel.
This one goes away.
Get 2 big shot cards. We're getting close to the end here. We have 1 Ganymede and 1 Mars. So Ganymede goes up, and Mars.
No, they'll just go.
Yeah, we have Domino Walker. There's such great names in this series. I love it so much.
Let's go ahead and put
4 and 4.
4 and 4.
Alrighty.
Which is what we have.
That's my turn. Four. Did I punch? I punched, so I get this too. Okay. Put this card in your discard pile.
And was that everything for your turn?
That was everything for my turn.
All right. I should look at my cards, right? Well, I have bed rest. I may pay. Oh, I mean, I have to pay for this one.
Well, yeah, I've
This
got
is not a freebie. Well, let's see what I have. I may move one non-player character for free. Do I need to do that? Not quite yet, because I don't have anywhere to go. Yeah, I don't really have anywhere to go. I'm not going to move anybody yet.
Okay.
2 fuel for here. Oh, I should have played this a different way. Oh well, I already did it. I should have played this first. If I have 2 or less fuel, I could have moved for free. But I'm not really doing anything this turn or super. Not doing anything super awesome this turn. Although I could have actually. I'm gonna pay 1 to just remove this bed rest.
Okay.
I could have played this turn way better. So people watching are probably like, "What are you doing?" I totally flubbed how the order here. All right, I can spend 1. I'll 2. First of all, let me see if I can buy anything for 3.
Yeah.
I actually don't want any of those, believe it or not. So I'm gonna spend the 3 to remove this card from my deck.
All right. Awesome.
I already got the fuel, and I do have 1 investigation.
Mhm.
So I'm actually going to spend a fuel to go over to Mars.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the only one that costs 1. It's 1 fuel, and then I'm gonna use Edward's ability to spend 3 fuel.
Mhm.
Plus that 1 to investigate once.
Awesome. You did it.
And that is my turn.
Amazing. I will immediately spend 1 fuel to go to, guess what, Mars. We're gonna tag team this. Babies. I'm gonna gain 2 fuel from the seduction card. Boop, boop.
Nice.
I'm gonna get 1 punch here from this card. Whoop. Oh, let me reset these. Okay, so I get a wound. It says immediately lose 2 gas, then remove this card. Yikes. Okay. So I lose 2 gas. That's totally fine.
Oh.
Swimming in gas.
Oh yeah, you had so much.
I'm gonna pay 2 more gas to draw a card with this ability. Boop boop. See if it's good. I can look at the top card of my deck and see if I can if I want to discard it. I don't really want to, but now I know what it is. Am I with? Do I have a fake card? I have a fake card. So the gold I have now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 gold
No
or
way.
Wulong.
Wow.
So I'm gonna spend 6 of those to
I was
get
gonna
this.
say, get that card even eyeing.
Yep, I have 2 gold left. So I could buy that, but And then I also acquired another punch, so I'm gonna punch again. Get another wounds. Put this card in discard pile. I can pay money to get rid of it. And then I think my 1 gold. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 2 gold left. I mean, I'm fine. Okay, I think that's it. Yes, that's all I do.
Yeah, as you can see, sometimes just because
Crazy.
you can buy doesn't mean you should buy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's it.
Yeah,
All
it's a
right,
good turn.
so yeah, we're starting to get like into the big turns and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna play. How about that? I may remove 1 card from my hand or my discard pile. Well, I like everything in my hand,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna look at my discard pile real quick and see if there's anything I want to delete. I actually think I'm gonna. This hurts a little because I kind of like being able to move a character, but I think I'm gonna remove this Let's Jam.
Okay.
So we'll remove that, and then I'm gonna play Unexpected Find, which lets me draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually not what I was looking at playing next, but I'll play this. Each of the other players must discard one card of their choice.
Does it say in my hand or anywhere?
From your hand, yeah.
Oh, from hand.
But it's a card of your choice.
Oh, sweet. So I can get rid of like wounds if I want to?
Yep.
Sweet.
And then I play Secret Mail here, and because I played a blue card before, I get to draw a card.
Nice.
And so this one says, look at the top card of my deck. You may remove this card. I'm not entirely sure if the rules cover this, but I'm pretty sure because I have no deck, I would just shuffle my discards.
And then look at that, yeah.
So I look at the top and I may remove it. I think I want to keep that. I don't think I want to remove stuff so much anymore.
Okay.
And I just got so many cards now. I play this, I may remove one card from my hand. Do I? 2, 3, 4. No, I'm actually going to do that. I may remove one card from my hand, so I'll get rid of that one.
Okie dokie.
And then I have, let's add this up. I have 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Fuel
Yay,
from
now
that.
you're rocking.
I got 2, 3, 4 Woolongs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could have had 5, but I think I wanted the 4. We'll take this hack into it. So I probably don't need to buy anything. And then I have 1 Punchy. Yeah, why not? Oh no, I don't want to do that Punchy because that'll end it there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I still might do it. I have 2. Well, hold on. This is crazy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 investigation.
6. So this guy. Spike's here.
6 investigation. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So
Get wild. Oh, you're definitely gonna win this game.
2,
Good lord.
3. That's the 6 right there. That's actually, yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna definitely do it that way.
All right. So you get 1 from him.
So I get 1 from him, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 total.
All right.
3,
Guy
4,
goes
5.
away. Oops. All right. There's only 2 left.
And I did have a Punchy, but I'm not gonna use it. We got sent back
Yeah.
for the end of the episode. And which one did we draw first? Well, we actually do it both. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this one was first. This one was second. Yeah. There you go.
All right. So Vicious is out.
Yep.
And the Ganymede one comes out. So this increases.
Good lord. 1. Okay. Goodbye, Decker.
And that goes here. So Vicious is now in play. Dun,
Yay.
dun, dun. So couple
Game.
things. He's worth 2 points just for defeating him.
Got it.
And because we're playing 2 players, he's got all these numbers. We're gonna use this top one. So 2 players, and he's got his own tokens.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that's 5.
5 and 9. Gonna get punched a ton. Oh, let's punch, kids.
That's 9.
Oh,
but there's a couple other things real quick before we move too further. So he's got 9 fight and 5 investigate.
Wow.
Other thing, if you fight him, he deals 2 wounds instead of 1.
Okay.
And anytime we do damage him from attacking, he moves. That's how he moves.
Okay. How do we know which direction?
Yeah. Well, it'll tell us.
Oh, I see the card.
It'll tell us. But we got to figure out where he's at first of all. So we're gonna take the discarded ones. This guy does stay there, but we're not gonna be able to add any more new villains. So he's the last one. So there's only basically 2 guys left.
All right. Let's do this.
So
this is such a fun game. I've really been enjoying it.
I love this game.
I'm probably going to take it home with me. I hope I have enough luggage allowance for it.
Oh, yeah.
There's always that fun game of like, man,
well,
how many
I found
pounds?
out there's a place at GenCon. If you can't fit everything to take home, there's a place to just ship it out.
Isn't it expensive also?
So I'll show you that later.
Okay.
Probably, but
well, I think,
do you want the TSA messing with your board games? So,
yeah. I feel like I would love just like a big bag. That should be fine.
Yeah.
1 big bag.
All right. So we're gonna draw one. This is just to find out where he is at. So he's on Earth.
Yeah.
Boom. He's there.
Uh-huh.
And we just discard that. So remember, if we run out of this without defeating him, he ends, and then defeating him ends the game also.
Right.
So we're just gonna leave this here, and then this is just the only thing that's gonna move. Yeah. Was it that it's your turn now? Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna draw my next card.
So I remove this card. It's a wound. Put it down here. Get down there. I'm going to use my ability to get rid of 2 wound cards here. So 1, 2. This was in my pile. I took it out early, so I knew where it was. I think that's the only guess.
Where was that wound?
This one. This one is
Where was it? Was it on your deck?
It was like on the bottom. Yeah.
No,
is it anywhere?
Because this gets rid of it from your hand and or discard pile, but not your
Oh,
deck.
I didn't know that. Okay, so I put it back
So,
here. I
so I
don't
would
do
say
that.
yeah, just
I
redo
don't do that. I do that later. All right, copy that. I get 2 fuel from this card. I now have 1, 2,
How
3,
come you only
4.
have 3 cards?
You made me discard 1 earlier,
Yeah.
and then 1 was a wound in it.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I didn't see the wound. I
that's
didn't notice.
okay. I'm gonna go. Ah, shoot. So I don't have enough ability to. I don't have anything to punch him with, and I don't have enough investigation to investigate him. So I probably shouldn't waste fuel getting there, unless I want to go to here, and I really don't. So I'm going to take my gold, 1, 2, 3, 4 golds, and I'm gonna buy. None of these are. Actually, I'm with Faye, so I can have 5 gold if I want. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get aggressive. I'm gonna pay to buy this by spending 2 fuel to get that extra gold, and that's my turn.
Well, one thing to keep in mind, because right now it's actually kind of important. So for every 5 fuel you spend, you can hit vicious.
Oh, okay.
Now remember, if you
Forgot
do it
about
with
that.
this ability,
Yeah.
you don't take wounds
I don't
for
take
that.
wounds.
So his 2 wounds won't matter if you use this ability.
Oh, I really forgot about the side of my abilities.
Yeah.
Should I undo that? Yeah, let's undo. Let's go backwards in time.
Sure,
boop,
I'm
boop,
fine with that.
boop, 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 boop. Okay. I instead.
So you were actually at 6.
So I'll go ahead and travel there. Boop. So that's 1. Boop. I'll use 5 to do 1 punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a hit. I take no wounds, and then that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
got her to use up her fuel. Ha ha ha. No, I don't know.
I
just wanted to throw that out there. It is kind of nice to be able to hit them and not take any wounds.
I forgot
so
that was
kinda
my special
All right.
ability.
I've got a weird hand here that wants me to remove cards, but I don't actually want to remove anything.
Okay.
So let's see. There's actually no special. Oh, actually, no. So I'm generating a bunch of stuff here. Let's start with fuel. So I'm getting 4 fuel, putting me at 9.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2, 3, 4 to Wulongs, but I actually don't think I want to buy anything.
Okay.
Because I just want to beat up or investigate. I want to do mostly investigation. None of these let me draw cards.
When does he move after your turn?
Actually, he should have moved now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When you punch them, after your turn, we would have gone to Mars.
Do I go back to the Bebop too?
No.
Okay, we'll stay there.
Yeah. All right. Boom. I did the fuel. I don't think I'm buying anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Investigate. How much would it cost me to go after him? 1. So I'll spend a fuel.
Ooh, now you have all the fuel.
I'll go over there. I can investigate. What I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can. So 3 of them for 1. That's hard.
Yeah.
that's hard to investigate. I do have 1 left over.
Uh-huh.
And I'm actually gonna do this. So 1, and I can for every 3 fuel I can get 1 investigate. So I'm gonna spend. I'm at 8. I'm gonna spend 6, putting me at 2.
All right.
Plus 1, that's 1 more.
Oh, we're already knocking him down. It's gonna be a quick ending to this game.
All right. Well, I'm hacking.
Is that everything? Are you hacking into the net?
I think that's everything.
Amazing.
I could have removed cards from my hand, but I didn't want to do that. So I am done with my turn.
I have a pretty beefy hand. I'm gonna spend 1 fuel right away to get to. Oh wait, no, you hit him, so he moves.
No, that wasn't an attack. That was an investigation.
Investigation. He stays.
So he stays right there.
Good to know. I use my last fuel, but I get 1 more back, so that's even. Back at 1 fuel. Immediately, I'm going to investigate. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna investigate him. I have 3 here total. So that's 1, investigation. I'm going to. I may take one card from the purchasing area worth 3 or less, put it in my discard pile. I'm going to go ahead and grab this one. Put this here. Amazing. That's exactly the card I just played. I'm going to have look at the top card of my deck. I may discard it if I want to. I am going to discard it. It's just 1 gold. It goes over here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold happening. So I don't even know if we're gonna have time to buy anymore, but sure. I'm gonna buy this one. Whatever. All right, that's all my gold. Then I'm gonna punch. So 1 punch equals 2 wounds. So let's see what I got here. You may pay. Okay, put this in your discard pile. Put this in your discard pile. Incredible.
Now, because you punched them, did you take a token off? Yes.
I did. Yep.
Because you punched them, we draw and Ganymede, so he goes to Ganymede.
Alrighty. He's almost dead. We'll probably kill him in the next 2 rounds.
Ganymede costs 3?
Shit.
Why will you do? Why for you do that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Why for you do that?
Got a bad boy on his.
All right.
His list.
I don't have any special. Oh, actually, I play Unexpected Find. It lets me draw a card.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Secret Mail, which lets me draw a card. And no other. Actually, yes. Got data. If I have 2 or less fuel, I may move for free. Yeah.
Lucky. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I
Well,
think what it is
figures,
I hitched a ride on whatever ship Vicious was using.
Got into the cargo bay. Good job.
And got in there. So I'm actually drawing. Did I draw a card for this? I think I did.
Yeah.
So, well, I should have 5, 6, 7 cards. So yeah, so it's correct. All right, and then the rest of these are just I'm playing. Nothing super special here. So I can just total these up.
Yeah.
Well, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to buy with. Do I want to buy anything? Yeah, I'll buy a Secret Mail for 6.
Secret Mail.
And nothing else for me. And then I did get a fuel. And I have a lot of investigate. Actually, I got 2 more fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, 7 investigate. Well, 3.
Oh no!
That'll be it.
That's the end of the game.
Am I gonna do that?
Okay, that's up to you.
Am I gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna be sneaky here. I'm gonna use my 1 fight.
Okay, to get that first.
To get that first, and it's gonna give me 2 wounds.
Oh man, that's good.
Immediately lose 2 fuel. Oh wait, shit. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Well, you hit him, so he moves now.
He moves after.
After you hit him, right?
After.
The turns
and then put this on the top of my deck. But yeah, I'm still gonna be able to finish it, and then I use my other 2. So 3, 6.
Alrighty.
And I've apprehended him, and I probably could, So here's the thing, just for rules reference. I could have ignored him and just gone here.
To make the game last longer. Yeah.
But
we demoed a really good amount of this game. So
we wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah,
So,
let's do the 3 points now, right? Oh, and you get 2, and then we all count these up, right?
2,
1,
yes.
2, 3.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Of course
7.
you won. Look at you were the master.
Sorry, that's a lot.
Goodness gracious.
7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 victory points.
6.
Compared
9,
to
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So,
obviously the real winner here.
that's actually the first time I played through an entire game. I've been demoing
really?
the game,
Yeah.
but not playing through an entire game. So
getting to the end is really fun, though.
It's really fun.
I think, and imagine with 4 people, everyone chasing him around.
It gets really crazy with 4 people because he gets a tremendous amount. Like you'll have 7 investigate and 13 fight.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna be running around. And then another thing that happens is it didn't really happen so much here. But if you draw a movement card on the same space that he's at, he increases the fuel.
Oh.
So if you take too long, especially in a 4-player game,
he
both
can
all the
escape?
spaces start getting really high in fuel
I
costs.
see, I see.
And then it makes it harder to just get around and all that.
If we would have drawn another Ganymede card, would he have escaped, or would it just reset back to 1?
No, he would have just it would stay at 3.
Okay, right.
It would
Right,
stay
because
at 3, and
we're
then he
doing
just
rules
moves
where he's
around.
moving. Understood.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for demoing this game with us. That was a pretty long session, so we're gonna take a little break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk with some RPG book sellers because we're at a Gen Con. We should do RPG stuff too. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Hang tight. Yay. See you in a little bit. Slug out of here.